Birds are always a hot topic of interest to young people. In the animal world, there are many species of large and smaller birds, as each one has a different characteristic. But in general, they are all birds that can fly in the sky. Join us today to dive into the world of carnivorous birds. And have you guessed today's animal? It is none other than the vulture. Vultures are carrion birds that live on every continent except Antarctica and Oceania. As one of the characteristics of vultures is that the head is often bald and without hair due to the habit of eating carcasses by sticking its head into the carcass to eat meat. So the head will be stained with blood and bodily fluids, and it becomes sticky and difficult to clean. A carcass appeared on the grass as it seemed like the predator had left it behind. When the vulture and its companions rush in to eat the carcass, they continue to move to the edge of the forest as a large animal died while confronting the leopard, and the vultures devoured their prey. Going down to the ground to find the carcass for a while, they gathered again to fly across the sky. As looking at the scene, they looked so gentle, unlike when they are used with their sharp beak and peck at the carcasses. It is true that vultures never feel full, and while flying high in the sky, a vulture saw a dead body on the ground, and immediately it swooped down to the ground and poked the corpse with its beak a few times. Seeing a vulture swooping down, less than 30 seconds later, a whole flock of vultures were there. And without wasting any more time, they acted like every other day, fighting together to eat the carcass mercilessly, and on the contrary, somewhat callous, as every time vultures eat corpses, their beaks seem to be 1 or 3 times longer. Vultures rarely attack a healthy animal, but they can kill injured or sick animals. When the carcass is too thick for the vulture's beak, they will wait for the larger scavengers to eat first, as they gobble up the food when there are leftovers, until they are full and sit down and sleep, or nod like sleep, to digest the food. With just 5 short seconds, you can see how scary the vulture is with that beak, as they split into 2 halves, one pulling the head and the other tearing the prey's legs. The blood flows. Vultures can swallow a whole peck through brittle bones and size of the animal's femur. As furthermore, they have learned to break larger bones to swallow the whole bone by flying them 50 to 150 meters, 160 to 490 feet above the ground, and then dropping them onto the rocks below. Finding the carcass, vultures do not go into hiding places to eat their meat alone, as it will call its friends, who always go together to eat together, as the vulture's herd behavior is very amazing. The scene of the sunset is so beautiful, as such an amazing afternoon, as there was a bird that found the carcass of a cow. It didn't have the time to eat when the vultures fell to the meat in front of the other bird, as it could only helplessly shout, "Who found them?" But the vultures don't care. It's just pecking their prey, as it shouted again, "This is my food," as the vultures didn't move, and the other bird continued to walk up to the vulture that pecked on the wing and said, "Hey, how lovely it looks." As this time, the vulture also turned and responded with an angry look. The vulture started making fun of people watching it, as it kept spreading its big and long wings for everyone to capture these moments. And in addition, it also constantly changes expression, making the viewers excited. Continuing the vulture's search for the carcass, this time it is an antelope. And at first, there was a vulture about to cut open the corpse, but next to it, another one also approached the corpse, and not letting the other vulture compete with him, he chased the other vulture and threatened it. And after that, not only one, but many animals approached the dead antelope. As the vulture appeared, it continued to chase the other vultures, as it insisted that this is its food, and only it can eat it. As another vulture flew from a farm, the vultures was fighting again with the other vulture. The vultures took advantage when the other vultures was attacking another, and quickly ate the corpse. As the fact that the vulture's long neck is lower than its wings, it is just adorable. It lost its arrogance and the ferocity of the hunting days as the fight continued, but there was a little tension as the just stopped fighting for food and have no intentions of harming each other because they are the same species. 549. So today's video of the world of vultures is over. And do you have any impressions about this animal?